I put some upgrades on him. 96 overall. His stats. Speed, 96 jumping, 95 catching, 93 catching traffic, 97 spectacular catching, 91 short route run, 93 medium route run, and 97 deep route run. It's really good, all 90s and higher in stats. It's pretty good. I got Franco Harris and Willie Anderson. I just got them in the auction house.
They can't win, they can't win. No new friends, no new friends. Football fans,
my defensive line.
They sleep, we wake
John Randall,
wake up, the champs is in.
My quarterback, Deion Sanders, Hair, I would have to say that name, and the champion, Harold Taylor,
They sleep again, they sleep, we wake them
Matt
up,
Hat,
wake up, the champs is in.
Gardner Hill, I guess. I bought Matt Cat, Camus, Gardner Hill,
Raise up, or make us
from the auction, and then Deion Sanders, really good, 99 kicking turn.
Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the road, you flogging it. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the white flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like
so I'm gonna play some online. Overall is 85.
I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula.
And I got Elliott as my backup. I mean, the Damian Thompson is better if you want to.
Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the
I know Elliott's at 88, but the thing is,
option instead of that. Goose line record coming through.
I am a Cowboys fan.
We gon' blow your block like a new year. And I spend a dime every time you on the push, you can't stop me. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block me. Promo your arm, offset you block em. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block em. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Reds on this, my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 43. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back in, wipe my sins, wipe my sins. They can't win, they can't win. No new friends, no new friends. Football fans, they sleep again, they sleep. We wake them up, wake up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back in, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, they can't win. No new friends, no new friends. Football fans, they sleep again, they sleep. We wake them up, wake up, the champs is in. I just hang the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plan. Look at your stands and look at your hand. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA, I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name. We want back in, wipe my sins, wipe my sins. They can't win, they can't win. No new friends, no new friends. Football fans, they sleep again, they sleep. We wake them up, wake up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back in, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, they can't win. No new friends, no new friends. Football fans, they sleep again, they sleep. We wake them up, wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
Just play some solo challenges.
Look at you go! Okay, you ready? Look! Go! Go! Look at you go! Okay, you ready?
That's what you do.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' is shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on.
I'm not a Texans fan, I'm a Cowboys fan, but just put teams in here.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a 1st carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Randy Merciless able to drop him for a loss of a couple. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for it.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DJ Reader. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Randy Moss, 41 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It'll be a gain of 9. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To the right side, complete to Miller. That time, and it moves the chains as well.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going to air one out.
What?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 59 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to check. And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
I didn't see that. How did he not tackle him? What the heck? Dots. He's right on. And then, wait, what? This guy actually jumped on him. Nope. And then 95 speed gets him in the end zone. This guy actually jumped on him. Look at that. What?
Extra point forthcoming.
Right there. I'm going to miss it. Oh,
Extra point hugged the
I
upright
did
a bit,
it.
but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Flat 22.
Watson on first down. And he's going to go down.
How
The
did he not
Texans
go for
come
that?
in and able to bring
A
him to the ground.
91
John Randall
stick him
busting
and he
through to
didn't
get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his
And it's a
progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
What the f...
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Watson, caught left side Hopkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On the screen, here's LT.
Yes.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And this is why it was so tough for defenses to key in on LT. Showing off his catching ability there. He hits you every which way. 7th in all-purpose yards with nearly 5,000 yards receiving in his career.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that.
He burned him, dude. Look at that. 95 speed. He got burned. Oh crap, no. Heels up and then he burned. 95 speed. Hit it. taller than look.
And carry it into the second half.
No, I'm gonna go for 2. But a fake. I'm gonna do it with the kicker.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
Well, it's like you
Oh,
know.
look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Come on, man.
He is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
Oh,
The
what?
only thing they needed to see.
Harris!
Goodbye to Braxton Miller.
Somebody-
10,
What?
and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
He didn't tackle him.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Who is that Houston? Who the heck is Houston Jolly?
Fairbairn now to add the
It's
extra
bucket.
point.
No, we didn't got it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And okay,
Wow.
so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Can we do that?
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
No.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard
Wow.
line at the 34.
Everybody blocked.
And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That
Use the
worked
wheels.
okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Yeah,
See if they do just that.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43.
Call
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make.
On play action, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Man open, it's Moss complete. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney Merciless
my gosh,
in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
I'm gonna do the play.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
This is my play, look. And there it is. Sorry.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Everybody's blocking at Schwartz.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh my gosh,
And
what was
it's
that,
knocked
Carson? What
away and
happened?
incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Tyrann Mathieu knocks that one away. And when I'm evaluating guys in the game today, who has the best instincts, I'm not sure I put anyone
Where
ahead of
they
him.
sacked
Put him up near the top.
I really do. The way that he plays, he almost doesn't have a position anymore. I don't care whether he's a safety, a corner, a nickel, a linebacker. He knows how to get around the football and make plays that affect the game. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Oh,
And it
he
is
caught
caught.
that.
Touchdown, Texans. Randy Moss from 19 yards away. And the Texans will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Come on, if you would
And
have
he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Come on, man.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Oh my God, you idiot. Yes, you, Reggie.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. And how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what
impresses
me.
Right to me. How you do this?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Faking the give. Now Watson.
You're not throwing it.
And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Here's Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Watch him score.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still
run
have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3rd and long. It's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left and got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
I'm just doing
and a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the run, it's Tomlinson. And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
About to your ankles.
And now with 1:52 to go.
Does this see me break the ring? Skirt. Skirt.
Get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tomlinson again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Why'd you burn all your timeouts,
He will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The pitch to Tomlinson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 3rd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st.
Yeah.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out here in the eye.
Yeah, we're doing that.
He's going to get it running right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball
from the 2?
What
What you mean? From the 3?
My grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, this guy is
On 1st down, it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Oh, take all the way.
Picked off inside the 10.
Why
And
don't you
that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump.
Let's go. Browse the story. Okay, what is it? Nothing. Nothing. Can I buy it, Pat? For not that much.
Man, it's too loud. Hit me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive,
I guess
cruising to a better vision, y'all.
A gold player. See what I get. Nice. Bam. Oh my gosh, this guy's so good, I'm gonna promote him to starter. Yeah, no. If you guys want to buy him, he'll be, 10 minutes.
Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to school me, but I've been a genius. Caddy looking more like home since I made moves.
So I guess this concludes the video, and I will see you guys next time.